idea. Alright. Now, we're on to the Battlecry Shaman that is crazy looking. Alright, Brandon the Porpoise. This is your actual deck. So we got in here, we have Rockbiter weapons, because Rockbiter's a great card. Abusive, because it's a Battlecry Shaman, makes sense. I like that. Sir Finley is also a Battlecry, right? Battlecry Discover. Crackle. Just a pretty solid card. Totem, Tuskar Totemic, Battlecry. Totem Golem, Feral Spirit. Youthful Brewmaster. Alright, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? A lot of these cards all are high value good cards. Now this card comes into play. I'm interested to see what you're doing with it, man. I'm interested to see. There's got to be some crazy youthful OTK finisher or something. Alright, Healing Waves. Yeah, we got some slowdown in here, so there's probably something crazy going on. Alright. The Rumblings are probably in here. Huh.
You got my attention.
Alright, we got a donation here. I can't even see who it's from. My bad. The donation alerter thing tripped out because your link is so long. Well, you broke it, man. Check my name. What up, dude? Hey, here's a list. I got to rank 10 so far. Alright, let's check out your list. Let's add it to the queue. I appreciate the donation. Your link is long as fuck, man. That is a long deck link. This guy. You're probably in porn, right? Whiff, 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 whiff. Alright. Check my name. Check my link. Alright, Cursim M just got Skamaz for $10. Hello. I wonder what you can build with this deck. I built this off of LNL mostly, but also wanted to see a lot of stuff, and it disappeared. I can't read the rest. Alright, let me go check that out. Alright. Kassarim. Built this deck based on LNL mostly, but also I wanted to use a lot of secrets, because secrets are fun. Here's my link. Alright, so I'll make sure I won't take any secrets out when I'm deck doctoring that. I'll put a note on there so I make sure I know that, because this guy is in love with secrets. It's the only one in the world that likes secrets. Nobody else likes secrets. That's probably the real problem. We gotta doctor his thought process there and figure out why he's such a huge fan of secrets. They're a terrible part of the game. Nobody likes them. Except him. Keep the secrets. I don't know. Maybe secrets are fun. Secrets piss me off, man. They make me salty. He likes secrets because he's sitting there laughing at me getting salty over his secrets. That's what it is. Alright, let's finish doctoring this deck. Alright. Lightning Storm. We got Bran in there. Elise. Alright, we're going to play Elise a billion times and get 100 maps. Is that the game plan here? That's the game plan. Problem is we turn our golden monkey into a random legendary. Alright. So, we're control shaman, and then we super Elise people. Neptulon, Alakir. Do I got Emperor? Emperor's the last card. Alright, so we're Battlecry Shaman. Battlecry Shaman. Without Rumbling Elemental. Which I thought would be the first card you put in Battlecry Shaman, but I guess I'm mistaken. So we're trying to golden monkey people a lot. I mean, why not just throw in Rumbling? Every card says Battlecry. Like, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Most of those were 2-ofs. I'm confused, but let's see the genius behind it. Let's see how well we get to just randomly pull off Elise, I guess, when we youthful it and stuff. I had it, but I think it sucked. He's like, the card that synergizes with Battlecry in Battlecry Shaman sucks, so we're gonna ditch that card, but continue playing Battlecry Shaman. I love it. I love the dedication, man. You're like, I don't care that there's nothing left that synergizes with Battlecry. I'm gonna do it anyway. We already came this far. This guy's a boss. That's awesome.
Thrall versus Uther. I will fight.
All right, let's see how we got some good board control mechanics anyway. All right, probably not Crackle. Lightning Storm probably though. Paladin tends to spam. Brand's still Battlecry. That's true. That's true. That's true. It's just funny to think about, you know. The dedication is so good. Man, that's what you need to make cool new decks. To make the next top Night Legend deck, you need dedication. And Brandon is not only a porpoise, he's got the dedication. Alright, let's get this totem golem out there to try and clean up this noble sacrifice. Prevents us from playing feral spirits, but we always have a 2-drop because we're shaman and we can totem. Alright, sometimes lucky. Cool. Not bad. Healing totem, taunt totem, got 2 totem rolls that are good. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful. We're off to a great start. Great start. Doing a lot better than most shaman decks do, so I'm impressed so far. I'm impressed. Oh, we just died. Alright, we can live. Wow. Totem Golem stays strong. Let's see if he attacks it. No, he's not going to attack it. He's not going to play around the storm. Alright, let's clean this up and just go. I'm going to hold back the abusive because it just dies to the weapon for free. So I want to make sure that I can save it so I can use it for trading purposes at another point in the game. Without the 2 on body just dying and dealing 4 face damage.
I'll never tell.
Alright, this smells like a noble sacrifice. If I do this, if I overload, I cannot Fire Elemental next turn. He's saved with a coin so far, so that means he has a Mysterious Challenger, right? So I guess I can't Fire Elemental next turn anyway, because I got to deal with Mysterious Challenger with Hex. So next turn I'm using Hex, so I want 3 mana, so overloading for 2 is not a big deal. So I will just Pharaohs and pass. Try and get one of the Pharaohs to stick around to set up to deal with the Noble Sacrifice. I don't want to do it for this turn. We expect Coin Challenger, because every time they hold the coin, they play Coin Challenger. Otherwise, they definitely find somewhere early game to waste the coin on something crazy. So, Coin Challenger me, bro. That's not a Coin Challenger. We got head. Caliban HS just got Skamaz for $10. What up, bro? Happy Skamaz. Alright, let's see what he said. Got Legend early on EU this season with this version of the deck. I wanna see your take on the building of the rest. It is Patron. Patron is back, PogChamp. Oh my god, Patron. You're gonna make everybody hate me. All my viewers will stop watching me. They'll be like, no, this guy just plays Patron. But congrats on Legend, man. This guy, he's asking me for advice. He's clearly better than me. He's already Legend. Alright, I added you to the queue, man. I appreciate the donation and supporting the stream. So he didn't challenge her. So this is just awkward now. We don't want to deal with Noble Sacrifice Avenge this turn. I don't really want to deal with any of the secrets. I think I'll just Elise and chill.
Do you have the artifact?
I have a pretty healthy love total.
little time.
Pass. We don't want to proc Avenge and take extra damage. We don't want to proc Noble Sacrifice and proc Avenge and take extra damage. Coin Boom. Uh-oh. Wait, we have this Hex. We just didn't line it up right. So we wanted to overload the turn before we were supposed to Hex, and we thought he was going to go Coin Mysterious Challenger, but it turns out he was going Coin Boom. Alright, we just got a donation. Donation hype. Alright. So we have a donation from CR Mindset. Big fan. Let me know what you think. Adding you to the queue, man. I appreciate it. CR Mindset. Alright, the queue is filling up pretty good. So it's going to be a really long time for anyone that donates again. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, mistiming in the Hex was a bummer. Or mistiming in the Overload was a bummer. It's a really hard thing to be able to do, though. So it's okay. We could try and get this to get avenged first. Go for it. Take risks, get rewarded. The dream. 25%er. Otherwise, we're just taking extra damage and we're crackling this turn. So we got a 50-50 here for this to be good. Oh shit, it wasn't even the thing. Alright. Then I guess we'll just get this out of the way while we can. I don't think any reason to play the Abusive Sergeant this turn. It just dies for free. If it landed on the Secret Keeper, we would crackle it. If it landed on the Boom, we were hexing anyway, so it's 50-50 in our favor for Avenge to not break us, so that's good.
Put this apple on your head.
Want to buy Second Storm. Bran, not very helpful here. Everything's got enough health that dies instantly. So let's kill this, and then kill this, and then we can still Alakir next turn, so kind of like that. If we find Emperor, we can try and set up a super combo for damage here, but I think we can use Alakir for board control. We've already dealt with Boom. As long as it doesn't have anything big, it'll be pretty Gucci. But if we can get Alakir to stick, we could have this to back it up afterwards. Wow, that Boombot was gross. Holy shit. Alright, we can Alakir into this, and then Avenge will come on one of those, and we can use the Divine Shield to take care of whatever gets avenged. So we're gonna like tempo Alakir here. If Alakir sticks, we win the game. Alright, so Avenge goes off, we kill the minion, so our Divine Shield gets some value. And then we try and hit him for the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Yeah, 20 damage. So we'll try and 20 him next turn, if possible.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, 20 damage. Hello.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Roll a totem. Good.
Get in there, fight, maggot.
That works out good. Now we just need to find a Crackle for lethal. Easy Crackle for lethal. Fire Elemental's close to lethal. Not quite at lethal. With Brand's up, Fire Elemental's lethal still. We could Finley change our hero power and get a 2-turn. Concentrate, huh? Wow. Who plays Consecrate and who plays 2 of them? Rank 9, man. Rank 9. Hey, Lamau.
Elements guide me. Elements guide
Top dick. That's disgusting. Alright. That was interesting. We're lucky he ran double Consecrate and had those stuck in his hand, because he could have just like played minions and killed us earlier on in the game. When he played that Boom and stuff, if those Consecrates weren't dead sitting in his hand, he could have done a lot more damage to us. So, how do we make this concept stronger? We got Youthful just... Oh, wait. We got a subscriber. Perfect. I can't even, dude. I'm gonna just call him a prehistoric dinosaur because that's what I think about when I read his name. You're probably a dinosaur. Hopefully you don't get offended by that. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. I can't even get close. I know my limitations in life. But thanks for subscribing, dude. I appreciate it. Feel free to link a deck. Oh, Free Phoenix. Free Phoenix is your name. Okay. Okay, there we go. You're not a dinosaur. You're a phoenix. It's close. Mythical creature. Prehistoric dinosaur works. What up, man? Feel free to drop a deck, and I'll add you to the queue. The queue is really long, though, so it's going to be a while before I get to your deck. Alright, so what do we want to do to add to this deck to keep the theme the same and try and improve it a little bit? So we have finishers with Elekir, Doomhammer, and we have Emperor to try and make those sort of work together a little bit. And then we have a tempo game. We got Abusives, we got Finley, we got some 2-drops. Double Healing Wave seems excessive, but it did help us out that game a lot. We have very limited card draw to try and find our combos here is what I'm noticing. So as far as card draw to try and get towards our combos and to get towards our AoE clears, we have none. So some sort of card draw would be good. We have Bran. Why not include some Azure Drakes? Azure Drake's just a great card in Shaman in general, just because of the spell power with Storm is a factor, and the card draw is also really good in a deck that's usually pretty hard to wiggle some card draw into. I'd like to see this Neptulon gone. We got plenty of finishers already. We got Emperor, Double Fire Elemental, Boom, and Elekir, so the finisher line is strong. We just need more flexible cards. Azure Drake's going to give you a lot of value against control because it draws another card. So it's like a solid minion on curve to draw you another card to produce another threat, basically. So it extends the hand, not as much as Neptulon extends the hand, because Neptulon draws a lot more cards, but it still extends the hand a bit and can help you keep up. And then I want to see one of the healing waves gone. If we add more cycle to the deck, we don't need 2 healing waves, so we only would need 1 healing wave. So I'd like to see another Drake in that slot. Now we got to worry about aggro a little bit more because our curve is pretty high. We have Feral Spirits to help against aggro. We have Healing Wave to heal. We got Lightning Storms. We got Hexes. Tuskar Totemic's not even that bad against aggro, so we got a decent number of aggro things. We got some mid-range minions that are pretty solid. What if you tried a Wild Pyromancer? Because I'd like to see a Wild Pyromancer just kind of thrown in there, help out against aggro. It's not a Battlecry card, but it could definitely help out against aggro for sure. What could we get to get a Wild Pyromancer kind of squeezed in there? I don't like Scarabs with this deck. I don't like that suggestion at all. Scarab is you lose tempo to gain value. We're looking to just keep tempo going. We got Abusive's a tempo card, Feral Spirit's tempo, Tuskar, Elisa's even stats, so it's not bad. Fireguard's a tempo, Azure Drake, Emperor, Fire Elementals, Boom, Elekir are all just solid stat minions. So pretty much every card in our deck except this Youthful Brewmaster is all about putting you ahead on board with solid stats. I would like to see Youthful gone too, just because what I just said, it doesn't fit the theme of all the other cards. It does in the sense that it helps you re-Battlecry, but it doesn't in the sense that it's not good on curve. Wild Pyromancer isn't the greatest on curve, but it's still even stats like Youthful is, and it doesn't remove one of your own minions from the board, which Youthful does. So Youthful, you have to like pay 2 mana for a 3/2, and you have to sap one of your own minions, which makes it so whatever minion you're sapping, you're losing the tempo of that minion and regaining back value off of it. So that's kind of why I'm not a big fan of it. Envy629 just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Feel free to link a deck in the chat, and I will add you to the queue. Yeah, Free Phoenix, I got your deck, your aggro rogue deck. It's added to the queue. Alright. And now we just need Envy's deck added to the queue, and then we're all caught up on the queue. Alright, can we afford 2 Tuskars? We don't have any synergies with totems, so Tuskar is kind of a sketchy looking card here. It's not a bad card. Sometimes you get Totem Golem off of it. Getting 2 totems can be sick with Bran. But being able to keep up against the face-oriented decks could be something we want to think about. So we have different suggestions that can go in here. We can get Big Game Hunter is really solid against Secret Paladin because the Mysterious Challenger turn, the Boom turn, all that sort of stuff, having a better answer for that instead of having to rely on Hex is always really good. Especially since you don't have that much card draw in your deck, even though we added more card draw, having only 2 answers to Mysterious Challenger usually isn't good, so I want to see a Big Game Hunter. The other options there, like Earthen Ring Farseer, things like that, help against aggro, but we already have Heal with Healing Touch. I want to see a Big Game Hunter there. And actually, with the Healing Wave, we could potentially even just run an Earthen Ring Farseer instead. Or we can run a Heal Bot, because we already have Bran, so we get the synergy of Bran Heal Bot if we take out the Healing Wave. But the reason why I want to keep Healing Wave in is because it synergizes with the Wild Pyromancer we added to help clear against aggro a little bit. And I think 7 to 14 heal is a lot better than the 3 you'd get from Earthen Ring Farseer. And we don't really care about the 3/3 body that much against hardcore aggro. Now, I like this. I like this. I like this. So now we have a better early game against aggro, and now we have some cycle to get towards our OTK combos, and we got some dank OTK combos. We got Alakir with the crazy OTKs with Bran and stuff, and Emperor to try and set those up, or we just have Doomhammer double Rockbiter OTKs, things like that. Just a lot of damage in the deck, which is something I love in decks. I don't think we need Elise, but you got it in there, so I'm going to keep it in there. If we were going to replace Elise, I could see it going out for just Piloted Shredder. Because we don't run Piloted Shredders in the deck, and a Piloted Shredder is always good. So, but I think a 3/5 for stats is fine. Anyway, pretty cool deck, man. Pretty cool deck. Lots of damage, lots of killing people. We got the 20 damage Super Elakir combo, so that was really fun. Pretty sweet. I can see this definitely working. Solid Shaman. Alright. So, done with Brandon the Porpoises, and now we're on to another Battlecry Shaman deck by He Who Snacks on Pie. What kind of pie do you snack on, man? My favorite kind of pie is pumpkin pie. And most people eat pumpkin pie cold. I like pumpkin pie hot. I don't know, it's weird. I didn't know I liked pumpkin pie hot because you always eat it cold, right? But then one time I made pumpkin pie when I was over at a friend's house because I'm a boring person and we do that when we hang out, I guess. And it was all like hot and melty and it was delicious. Oh my god, was it good. So, I don't know if you've tried that, the pie snacker, but try some melty hot pumpkin pie. It's delicious. Alright. The problem, in my opinion, is no Argus. Nah, you don't really have that much of a board. Argus is such a sketchy card nowadays. Every deck is so grindy that I don't really like Argus in almost any deck besides Zoo, because every deck is like clear all your minions, clear all your minions, clear all your minions, clear all your minions. It's ridiculous. No deck leaves anything on the field ever anymore. Alright, we got Earth Shocks and Hexes. Alright. Lightning Storm. Fire Guard Destroyer, Rumbling Elemental. So this is the more traditional approach. Not the OTK approach to Battlecry Shaman. Rumbling Elemental, Fire Guard Destroyer, Bloodlust. Alright. Earth Elemental. We're going deep. 2 Earth Elementals, no Lava Shacks, huh? Fire Elemental. Oops, not the golden one. Sorry, Fire Elemental. Alright, now let's see, what do we got? Our board control package, we got Abusive Sergeants, we got Flame Jugglers. Iron Beak Owls is just 2 of. We got a lot of silence. We got 4 silences in the deck. Our opponent is going to be quiet. Alright, Knife Juggler. Bran, of course, in our Battlecry deck, I like that. Earthen. Earthen's kind of cute. We can get some mad heals on our Earth Elementals after trading them. It's kind of funny. They synergize with each other. They both have Earth in the name. Dark Iron Dwarfs. Bringing that card back. Got some Lothab. And then Rag just to kill people. Oops. Alright. Alright, so what do we got popping off here? Alright, curve looks solid. Look at that, it's a beautiful little hill. So we got Lightning Storm's AoE clear, we got Hex single target clear. We got 3 3-drops on 3 that are traditional 3-drop. They're just like real 3-drops. We got 6 2-drops, so we should almost always have a 2-drop. We got a Rumbling Elemental to try and get some tempo out of that. So it looks like we're just going to try and tempo people out with Rumbling Elemental. They use their hard removal on Rumbling Elemental because they're scared of it battle-crying the shit out of them. And then we drop an Earth Elemental, or we secure our Rumbling Elemental with a Loatheb. And then we just run train on them with some big things. So I like it. All the cards in the deck are fairly tempo-oriented, which makes sense because we're playing a tempo deck. And we stick true to the tempo theme. We got Bloodlust as a finisher because once you're tempoing people out, you usually have a board left over, and Bloodlust can kill them. Or you have a board left over, you drop Ragnaros, they can't kill Rag and your board, and then they're dead. So I like the concept a lot here. I think we got a good curve, and we got a lot of tempo minions in a tempo deck. Piece of cake. Wait. And we can silence the shit out of our Rag. That's true. That is true, Nihilion. Too many silences. Now the idea with the owls is they also deal 2 damage. So it's silent. It's a 2/1 that deals 2 damage to your opponent because of the rumbling elementals. If you're able to find it, I like Earthshock against Paladin. I like Lightning Storm against Paladin. We only have 6 2-drops though, so I really want to find a 2-drop and get bored. So I don't want to recover with Lightning Storm on turn 3 with this deck. I don't think. I want to be playing my own 2-drops and fighting on turn 3. So I'm gonna keep the Earthshock to help deal with Haunted Creeper, Minibot, those sort of things, and look for our 2-drops, of which we have 6. I did mention that, right? And then we get none. Alright, we have Lightning Storm to recover if we're able not to fight Mega Board. Allow Shock is such value, why leave it out? I don't know. Let's see how it goes, though. Maybe we'll include it. Maybe he's tried it before and it's not good. Alright, well, I guess we're toteming. If we get spell power, we kill this. No spell power. Never lucky. We can try and get a Rumbling Elemental out there. We don't have Battle Cries to follow it up yet, though. So I don't know if it'll be worth. No Dr. Boom. We got Rag instead of Dr. Boom. Oh god, he's gonna Battle Cry us. We may need to deal with that. We could ignore it and just completely disrespect him. We don't want to Hex it, do we? I mean, Hex is the tempo play of all of our plays. It stays consistent with trying to curve him out. So I guess we'll Hex. I don't want to get Shrek. So we don't have big answers for the big things. So we're gonna be trying to coin Earth Elemental and rush him down, basically. We have Earthshock to kill that. We could probably secure. If he doesn't have True Silver, we can maybe secure Rumbling Elemental because he's just used the Kings. So let's try and get this Rumbling Elemental out there and maybe pick up a Battle Cry. We got how many top decks that are Battle Cries? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 top decks here. No, -2. We got 12 top decks because we can't play Fire Elemental yet.
I wonder.
So 12 top decks here out of 22. It's over 50% to try and find a Battle Cry that we can play. Worst case, we try and hide it behind an Earth Elemental, you know?
Let me think.
None may steal our secrets.
Yeah. Well, he just used his hard removal. Buffing this up and trading seems bad. The 2 damage doesn't actually accomplish anything on the field, so it doesn't seem useful. So I think we're going to try and hide it. gonna hide it. Run away. Run away, little rumbling elemental. Hide with your friend, the earth. Rumbling earth.
I've got the beast in myself.
That could happen. That could happen. God damn it. Alright, we have recovery mechanisms with Lightning Storm, though. There we go, he's walking right into it. Welcome to the storm, buddy. Alright. So we get a almost full clear. And hopefully it doesn't have big things, because we tempo hexed and then got our tempo completely strangled from us by the big game hunter. So if he has like big things now we get punished for the plays we took earlier on. Because we were trying to secure a board so our cards could do things. Yeah, we get punished. This is not going well for us. Oh, we did get taunt though.
Job done.
Dodge. Good job, Earthen Ring Farseer, taking one for the team. Literally. Second hex could be a big deal. Well, the old Storm Flame Juggler play. We'd have to roll 3 on the Storm and the Flame Juggler has to hit. Or we can go for Spell Power Totem. And the Flame Juggler still has to hit. We could go this and get it up to 5 and then Storm. We get a 4/4 afterwards, hopefully. And then we get to save our other things. Then the next turn we can go Rumbling Elemental, Earthen Ring, and Flame Juggler. Okay, I like this better. Sets up better for the next turn, and it requires way less godlike RNG to clear. Oh no, we get the Overload though. So next turn we only have this and Earthen we can play. Okay. We can maybe make something happen here. We got the board back. He's got card advantage on us. He's still got 3 big threats in his deck with double Mysterious Challenger and Tyrion. So... and that, apparently.
Archaeologist.
Fuck. Okay, okay. We can Bloodlust Flame Juggler it to down, and then it kills us, because he gets the 10 damage card. So we can't actually kill this because we'll die, because he gets the 10 damage card and that kills us. We could try and Rumbling Elemental... no, Rumbling Elemental can't possibly clear. We need Taunt Totem then, because we can't kill it, because if we kill it, he gets... the ways that we kill it requires RNG, and if we kill it, he gets the 10 damage Avenging Wrath card, and then... oh no, he has the 10 damage. It's not a death rattle. We're just dead. We're just dead. I'm trying to think of ways we live, and they're all... no, we are dead.
Well played.
We are very dead. Probably pick the damage card.
I am sorry.
He's sorry about it, though. Well, at least we can Rumbling Elemental.
I am sorry.
We're dead. Just clear it. We clear it, we die. And we kept it cleared with Bloodlust Flame Juggler. Was our only clear there. And then it doesn't matter what card he picked for Tad, right? Unless he picked the 10 damage on one minion, then we're fine. Alright, so we missed our early game curve. Things I think we need in here, though, to help our early game a little bit stronger would be... we need the 1/3, right? This card's insane on turn 1. We have a few Overload cards in the deck, but even if we don't have that many Overload cards in the deck, just a 1/3 for 1's huge stats for being able to buff with Abusive Sergeant to trade, being able to trade after Flame Juggler hits something, being able to trade after Knife Juggler hits something, being able to trade after you, like, Fireguard Destroyer or Dark Iron Dwarf hit, being able to trade after Rumbling Elemental hits something. Just a 1/3 stats is not bad for what we're trying to accomplish here. So I want to see the Tunnel Truck get in here, do some work there. I think we don't need this Bloodlust, because if we get to a point where our board's big enough that Bloodlust wins us the game, we've already won the game. So I think it's kind of a win more card, but we need more early game curves to go with what we're doing. So I want a Tunnel Truck, and then what could I see happening here? I could see we need Ditch Earthen Ring for Healbot. No way, man. No way. Our deck's way too fast for Healbot. Way too fast. We're not a control deck. We're definitely not a control deck. We're a tempo deck. So I want to get 2 of these in here. I could see ditching an Earthshock. We already have 2 silences with the Owl. I could see ditching the second Earthshock. We got 2 silences with the Owl already. We don't need more silences than that in the deck. We just need minions to be able to play to keep pushing face. I could see Totem Golem not being bad in here, even though it's not a Battlecry, it's just a solid minion. I can see Tuskar Totemic being thrown in here, just because it's a Battlecry and it's a good statted minion. So the Earth Elemental, we got BGH'd, so I mean, like, sometimes you get BGH'd. You can't really play around getting BGH'd. I think it's pretty solid for what we're trying to accomplish, and that is playing big things and tempoing them out with them. It's sort of like the Doom Guard or whatever in other classes. So I don't mind it. I think Ragnaros is a little too extreme on the high end. We already have Fire Elementals to be a big finisher. Like, I don't think you need much bigger than that. So that opens 2 card slots. What could we do with that? I want to get up to 8 2-drops so that our chances of having a 2-drop on 2 is a little bit higher. So is there good 2-drops we can run with Battlecry? 4 1-drops, 8 2s is what I want. Battlecry. We have, like, Novice Engineer. We have Murloc Tidehunter isn't the worst Battlecry card. Mad Bomber is a little on the sketchier side. Jeweled Scarab's a Battlecry that extends value in your hand, but we're looking to tempo. Bloodsail Raider has Battlecry in the text and is just a 2-3. Acidic Swamp Ooze isn't the worst thing. So, technically, this is a 3-2 and 2 minions. This is a 3-2 and 1 minion. So those are like the highest stat values we have. This is a 2-4. So Ooze is technically like the highest stat value. Combos with Knife Juggler too. Gets more minions on the field for buffing with Dark Iron Dwarf and whatnot. Yeah, I could see Echoing Oozes being in here. There's a little bit better of a curve. We're more of a slide now than a hill. So we snowball down the slide. So we're Zoo Shaman with Rumbling Elementals on 4. We need more removal, man. We have like no removal in the deck now, which is a huge problem because sometimes they play something you have to kill, like a Knife Juggler. So what would be the best removal card to include? What if we actually we need this guy and Lightning Bolts probably. We already have the Earth Elementals. Might as well throw an Unbound Elemental in there. We already have these guys, which curve well with Unbound Elemental. So, what if we drop maybe one of the Owls, get an Unbound, and maybe drop one of the Earthen Rings, get an Unbound? Because we have enough Battlecry cards for sure that this card's always going to get value. So it's always going to be basically a 4-mana 4/6. Because it has the... We're always going to be able to play Battlecry after we play it. So, now we have a little bit more things that synergize with our Overload cards, and now maybe we can squeeze in some Lightning Bolts for some early game removal. Lightning Bolt, if you look at the cost of it, it's kind of like a Frostbolt. So as long as you have something to develop with it when you're playing it, it should always be like Frostbolt, which is in every tempo-based deck in Mage ever. So, it's also in like... Yeah, just 2 mana, deal 3 damage is usually pretty good. When you have Unbounds and this guy to synergize with it, it can usually hold a little bit more weight. So maybe We can squeeze that in there somehow. We have a lot of 4s. So maybe we take out one of these Dark Iron Dwarfs. Get a Lightning Bolt. Dark Iron Dwarf is basically a removal spell in a card. You saw last game we had opportunities where we just had to use basically Dark Iron Dwarf to clear. And if we had a more flexible card in there, it would have been a little bit better for us. And what else? I could see dropping a Hex, since Hex isn't really the greatest tempo card in the world. Yeah. Hex is usually more of a control league card. Lightning Bolt's more tempo than Hex is. But we still want 1 for sure so that we have some answers to taunts and big things. Except it doesn't freeze. Yeah, but nobody uses Frostbolt to freeze anyway. They just kill shit. If you can actually get a board with Bran on it, play Gormok? Yeah, man, but we're struggling to get a board at all. You got to deal with Secret Paladin's ability to get a board first, and Secret Paladin's really good at getting a board. So being able to compete with the already decks that get boards already, there's like Zeus, Secret Paladin, Tempo Mage. Their mechanics at getting the board are so strong that you got to try and compete with that before you can start including in crazy big combos like that. So I think adding these minions will help us a little bit more. Rumbling Elemental isn't really a 4-drop. It's more of a slower card because of you need to play it and then get value off of it immediately, basically. And we need other cards in the deck that aren't Battlecries that can secure the board a little bit better before we're able to buff things with Battlecry, which is the main problem in the deck. Because Battlecry only works if you have a board, and if every card in your deck is a Battlecry card, you don't have any cards to get the board. So, actually, that being said, let's get rid of this Echoing Ooze and put in Haunted Creeper. I like Haunted Creeper better. Synergizes with Knife Juggler a little bit better. Gives you the ability to go coin Haunted Creeper into Knife Juggler, which is one of my favorite plays in Hearthstone. So, there we go. I think we should be able to get the board a little bit better with cards that are not. And actually, let's get rid of one of these Earth Elementals and just put in Dr. Boom. That'll probably improve your win rate because Dr. Boom's good. So I think getting a bunch of minions that don't have Battlecry on the field first, and then Battlecrying to buff up your Death Rattle minions or your minions that aren't Battlecry oriented, and then trading with those will help improve your win rate a little bit. It just was too many Battlecries in the beginning, and we had nothing to establish board with to then buff. So now we have things you establish the board with, and then you buff those things, so you're getting value. Otherwise, you can't just like play all your Battlecry cards for tempo. All right, no Mistcaller. No Mistcaller. Mistcaller is too slow. Too slow. We want to be playing Dr. Boom, and then they concede. So if we Mistcaller the turn before, then we get an 8/8 Dr. Boom, and who cares? Alright, what's the queue like? The queue is long as hell. Alright, he who snacks on pie. This deck's awesome now. Probably. Piece of cake, Deck Doctor, and your pie deck. Wait. Alright, next we have J.S. Fuller, and he said,